Welcome to the Hounds for Life podcast expert interview. I'm here today in Fielding with lovely Fatima from Nightrave Greyhounds, and she runs the rehoming agency for greyhounds together with Rachel for quite a time now, and I'm very excited to have her on the show today, and we learn everything about rehoming agencies. Welcome, Fatima.
Thank you.
So the first question is, how does an adoption agency work? Can you take us through a typical adoption process from the start to the end?
You mean when a person applies to, yeah.
Where does it start?
Well, it starts from a person submitting an adoption application to us. In that adoption application, we have certain basic questions which we'll ask these people, and our terms and conditions. Basically, this is a start. This is just so that we know that they have fencing and that they have a potential to be responsible dog owners. Why I'm saying this is because, unfortunately, in New Zealand and elsewhere, we have a big percentage of unresponsible dog owners. So we have to be very careful where we put our greyhounds and with whom.
Wonderful. So you have a person, how does he even know about you?
For us, it's usually word of mouth. We are both dog obedience and behavioural trainers. And we have an open door policy, meaning everyone can come here and meet the greyhounds at any point of time. It's usually word of mouth, although we do put some of our greyhounds on social media when we have nice photos of them. And we also put a couple of them at the time on Trade Me, basically just to have a presence there as well. So if a person, say, is going on Trade Me to see what's available, they see two of ours. We have about 40 to 45 greyhounds up for adoption at any point of time in Fielding alone. Plus we have our Christchurch and Picton, like little satellite adoption kennels. So if you take satellite kennels into consideration, it will be over 50 to 55 greyhounds at any point of time ready for adoption. So yeah, we basically just put a couple of them on various sites just to sort of, let people know we're here.
Yeah.
We don't put everyone up. Most dogs are never advertised anywhere because we simply cannot have the time to do pictures and write-ups of 50 dogs. We would have to literally employ somebody to do that. That's like a full-time job, really. So we are not doing that, but so far so good. It's working really well because people like one dog that they see on the internet, they come here, meet 10 others that will suit them.
Fell in love with 20 others.
Yeah, and then take one home out of those. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically how we do it. We do a lot of home checks, we do a lot of follow-ups, reference checking with person's vet if they already have dogs, reference checks by other greyhound owners. For example, if parents have a greyhound or greyhounds from us, they can vouch for their daughter or son.
Oh, yeah.
So that saves us a bit of time, and we also have that type of reference.
Great.
Yeah.
So Fatima, tell us, when is a greyhound ready for adoption?
So greyhounds are a bit like people. Like it's a living, obviously, being. So they're all different. Some greyhounds are ready for adoptions pretty much after they recover from the sexing. Some need 1 month, a couple of weeks, say, of socialization training, getting used to stuff. Some need 4 weeks, some need 4 months. Some need more.
Well, how do you know that it is ready for adoption?
So basically we do a variety of assessments. We have a big volunteer contingent, if you like to call it. We have volunteer with children. They're all rostered to come in here and expose greyhounds to, say, children, to, say, you know, loud cars, to various stuff. All our greyhounds, all of them, go to a dog club classes, dog training classes and fielding dog club. So we can see how stressed they are or how reactive they are, or if there's any issue there, or if they see, you know, if they find anything stressful there. So then if we find, for example, the dog is not happy with loud traffic, then we're just going to quietly train him or her to walk in, you know, low traffic, then moderate traffic, then high traffic. And that will take us maybe 4 weeks. So basically, with whatever issue we find, we will work on that issue, whatever it is, and to see whether the greyhound can relax over time. And if he doesn't, then we just say, okay, this dog, for example, doesn't like loud traffic. So we will look for a quieter rural home for it. So it's all about knowing the dog. So they're ready for adoption when we know all about them.
Ah, yeah, thank you. That's interesting. So last question, Fatima. What made you to open up a greyhound adoption agency? And can anybody do that?
It's I would say one thing that I always tell people who ask me this is there is no money in it. Okay, it's a 24/7 job. And don't think you will make money. There is, if you break even, you're very lucky. Okay, you cannot forget about the holidays, going away and that sort of stuff. So you really have to love it. You really have to love it, and your heart has to be in it. Yes, anyone can do it. Obviously, you will have a lot to learn. You know, you shouldn't just go head first in it. Find a mentor, find an adoption agency who can help you with it and guide you through. But yes, they're lovely dogs. It's very it's very, very satisfying thing. And I mean, we here work, and I'm not exaggerating, 16-hour days, and it's not hard, because we just love it.
Wonderful.
So,
Oh, that is so good. Thank you so much to be on the show.
No problem. Anytime.
It's great. Saying bye.